everybody, welcome back to the Bamcast podcast. The Bamcast, as always, is the home of the anti-PC. Shout out to Boomjar Physics, as always, for the intro song. Thank you, Prismatic Verse, for the intro sequence. If you're watching, which you should be by now, I'ma not let Bob talk. Thank you, Bob, for drinking during this period. Thank you, California Apparel. Use promo code BAM20. Get 20% off anything you've ordered. And Strawhouse JA. Know what I'm saying, dog? Plastic straws kill turtles. Paper straws suck. Strawhouse JA. The way. What up? Thank you guys. What's up? We're a part of the Jamaica Podcast Network. First and foremost, we should be letting y'all know that. Check out stuff from our great friends like Nets Chats, which is back. Earnings season. Penny section. And more
all the
to
shit
come.
That's coming in the future.
A lot more to come.
Tantalize your earbuds.
Ew. Here with us tonight is the faithful co-host, as always, Bobby B.
Wipery.
And our guest tonight, because, you know, we're back, guys. I'm not sick anymore. And our guest is the one, the only, the young pioneer himself, Carlisle Gray. What's up, bro?
Carlisle who?
What's up? Is not Gray?
Carlisle Grant.
Grant. Damn, I fucked it up. See? It's okay.
School, bro.
That's the nice part about
okay,
pods.
we're getting rid of him soon, don't worry.
You getting rid of me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Good luck.
Right, much respect for having me, guys. It's an honor. You know, I've been watching.
Happy to have
I've been
you
listening there, and watching for a little while. Just
So you
wondering.
actually watch it?
Yeah, see
Alright,
the
see that
videos, you know.
He instantly became your favorite person.
Yeah.
You know.
Because he
Someone out here listens
and watches. Come on.
I know there are others, but
Shout out to Taylor.
it really should be more of you.
Taylor gang. Taylor. Yo, when like you're missing on an episode, every now and again when that happens and you're missing on an episode, we genuinely get people who go, "Where's Bob?
No.
Where's
Don't
Bob?
ask
What's
me.
happening?" And like straight up
The talent has his schedule.
The man says the talent has your schedule. Dog, I hate So yo, usually the way the podcast works out is the first half we focus on our guest, and the second half we go into something we call tangential lane, where it's just a good old fun par. But I have found an opening 5 minutes I really, really like, and it's called Catching Up with Bob. So yo, last night I messaged Bob, right? And I was like, yo bro, you good for 8 o'clock recording tomorrow? Bob goes, no commitments, bro. It's like, all right. When could you commit?
Can't be tied down like
Man's
that
like,
right now, man.
When could you commit? What's going on? Man says, yo, you know,
Oh.
Sam's feeling cramps. Like, and I was just like, oh, it's baby time.
Nah, nigga.
No. So we're catching up with Bob.
Falsest of alarms.
Did it stress you though?
Yes. Was that a rhtorical question?
No, but you're a man who always says these things don't stress me either one way or another.
Surface, my bro. You
on the
stay
Has to be
calm,
stressful.
cool, collected.
Has to be stressful.
Oh, but
on the
internally,
inside,
you're like,
the little Michaels are running around burning all the papers in the file cabinets. So, yeah. But no, I mean, to be fair, when it started, I was just like, yo,
what was it?
the contract, when the pain started, I was like, what does it feel like? Feel like cramps? All right, boom, contractions, cool. Same mechanism, same muscle contracting, uterus. So, I was like, all right, describe it to me. Does it go from the back to the front? I don't know. It just hurt. All right, cool. When does it start? When does it stop? I don't know. It hurt all the time. All right, cool. No help from her side, but I get it. That shit hurt. I understand. I can't expect you to have like a level head at that point, but
yeah,
no
for real,
help.
like there is no way that we could be upset that you did not get logical
I can't
answers.
time like contractions if you say it hurt all the time.
But it hurt all the time, bro.
Right. So we ended up going to the hospital because it hurt all the time. Message the doctor. Doctor is like, yo, him asking me all the questions, and then we ask me, I'm like, yo, dog, it hurt all the time. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you, dog.
He's
She
like,
said
all
it
right,
hurts
just go
all
and
the
get
time.
it checked out just to be safe. And we went, and they admitted us. They did the checks, and they're like, no, ain't shit happening right now, just some contractions. It will pass eventually. They gave her something for the pain, and she slept there for the night. This morning, the doctor come. He's like, yeah, man, no, you're not ready yet. It turned, but it's not ripe. Like, so
It's hilarious.
He's
Fam,
like, you have two
fam,
things. You can force
how
ripe it
casually
right
he
now,
says these
or you
things.
can go home and make it ripe naturally. And we're like, yeah, we're gonna go home. Because if you induce in a case like that, and it does, first, inducing takes longer because it's not natural. It's chemicals making you do it. And if it doesn't work in the time frame, like if you don't dilate enough, then they have to do a C-section.
Wow.
And I ain't paying that bill. No one is paying that bill.
I love
Wow.
that. I love that. That's the main point of
That shit
concern.
gotta be squeezed out. The birth canal. That's what it's called.
Your poor girl with the size of your head.
It was, and then we went home today, and she been home sleeping. I'm like, yeah, sleep. Like, there's a thing, there's a person inside your person, and that just weird.
There's a person which you have grown inside your
Yes.
person, leeching off of everything.
The bun has been baked.
Apologies for any sound effects or any like calls or whatever that you might hear from Bob's phone. Man's phone needs to be loud and
Yeah.
on the alert. All
Never
right,
know.
Facts.
head on a swivel right
No,
now,
no, dog. You have to keep your head back secure, you know, man. You leave
Brother,
that shit
protect your
careless,
neck.
a man slap it, bro. Like,
bro. What? Protect your neck always.
never
So
know.
yo, that was catching up with Bob. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I enjoy catching up with Bob because it's always funny. CG, I know you as a marketer. I know you as a person who specifically forges their own path. So you're not like, all right, let me join this team, let me join that team.
Right.
I know you as a, this is who I am. I am Carlisle, the marketer, and you forging your path ahead.
Right.
Is that a fair
Description.
summation of your Twitter still?
Your Twitter persona.
Of your Twitter persona, man?
Yeah. I would say that.
Are you your Twitter?
Yeah, definitely.
That was like, are you a Twitter or are you one of those people who are like, my tweets don't represent me?
Nah, man.
I never got that.
Anything I
So
put
it's
out
not
there is a
tweeting.
reflection on me.
Okay. So you are clearly real passionate about marketing.
Yeah, definitely.
And there is a pinned tweet on your profile that's like, yo, this is what marketing is not.
Right.
So could you surmise that for us and tell us what marketing is not? Because a lot of people think of marketing as like the way Rick and Morty says it. People don't know what to buy, and you help them figure out what to buy.
Straight.
Lit.
Well, pretty much, I mean, marketing, everyone has this misconception that, marketing is sales and marketing is, just advertising and billboards. But in essence, marketing is really the story that you tell to convince someone to buy into your product. So it's a storytelling, pretty much. So, the stories that the Bamcast tells for their different guests, that's marketing a year of each episode. Because if it's not enticing, nobody's going to listen.
Big facts.
I mean, nobody's going to watch the videos.
Which they should be.
Right. So that's pretty much what it is in the simplest form.
Storytelling.
Right.
Yeah, you know which brand does that real well? You ever watch like a night commercial and you don't have no idea it's a night commercial till it done?
True.
You mean every cologne commercial ever?
No, cologne commercials don't count.
Why?
Because it's just like one
How
big
you
sexy
advertise
thing.
cologne? How you
Sex.
advertise a smell?
Sex?
So it's just like, is which one of them? Like Giorgio Armani, one of them is just a man swimming?
Yeah, it's experiential.
Like,
Okay, actually, we have a marketing mind right here. What kind of marketing is that? Where like there's no branding in it. There's no real story to it. It's just it's an emotion. And at the very end, you get like
Right.
at the very end you get like
just the brand name whispered to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in most cases, a lot of these brands, it's what you would call experiential marketing.
What's
so they
that?
so they promote an experience rather than the product itself. So
is that different from lifestyle marketing?
No, not really. But lifestyle can span into other things like luxury. So like like a Benz or a BMW, they don't necessarily promote the car. They promote what you can do with the car.
True.
How you feel in the car.
True.
The girls you get when you have the car. The lifestyle around having that luxury vehicle.
immediately driving the car, you're gonna be dressed in the finest of tailored suits.
Right.
You're gonna smell a particular way.
Right. The profile it brings.
Brother,
to
if I buy a car with curtains on the back windows in it, bro.
Oh gosh.
If I buy a car with stars on the roof,
Oh
No,
gosh.
that's a bit. It's a bit on the G hetero side.
If the money is there, why not? Why not?
it's like the man missing the
Man like you, I have
the
the-
melanated content of my
Mhm.
Man
skin.
like you have like 3 watches just because, you know.
No,
On-
no,
on at the same time.
no. Man like me will have a very, very simple and understated watch
That costs
made
a fuck
by
ton.
only the rarest materials. Know what I'm saying?
That's rich.
That's You
The
know what I
goals.
realized the other day?
I'm a big
on
watch guy.
luxury. I taught it, but there was no engagement.
You taught
I
it.
taught it, but I was saying that the luxury and utility, as in like practicality, are inversely proportional.
I agree. Do you agree?
Expound.
Generally, luxury products and things produce luxury brands, expensive things, aren't practical. It's not something you actually use in your day-to-day life. It's a statement piece. It's something you show off.
Right.
So there's no actual utility
Like a McLaren phone.
to it. Yeah.
Right, but
Listen, leave
the
my friend
thing-
alone.
But the thing around
Put
that,
my friend down.
I'm just saying, man.
but the thing around that is, as I say, it goes back to experience and aspiration. So
Mhm.
everybody, you know, you grow up in the ghetto. Every ghetto youth aspire to have a fancy car. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
Maybach.
So even if it's not a practical vehicle,
Maybach.
even if it's not a practical vehicle, you're gonna drive
like
every
Porsche
day.
out here, like every Porsche in Jamaica, the Lambo out here.
Right.
We don't have the fuel for those vehicles.
You-
Genuinely,
Without the
we do
roads.
not have the no.
Without the-
You a
Fuck
hater.
the road. You have to drive. You need something for drive on the road. We
You-
do not
you-
have the fuel
You a
for those
hater.
vehicles.
You a hater.
It's so impractical.
Okay, I have a question for Carlisle. The Bamcast isn't a show where, you know, we're like, yo, what's your life? What's this? It's just, nah. We like to get to understand a person through picking their mind about
Right.
stuff. So, recently, the Popeyes like chicken sandwich thing, where it generated, I believe,
Best marketing thing
$24
ever.
million in ad revenue
Best
Mhm.
marketing
through
ploy
tweets,
ever.
marketing, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
There is currently now people saying like, oh, you owe the X community this amount of money because of the support,
We own
retweets,
Black
and
Twitter.
things. What's your opinion on that? Because I'm like, I
Gonna
didn't.
do it for free.
So
Exactly. They don't owe them anything. You guys fell for the marketing
Yeah.
marketing strategy.
Straight.
I mean,
Viral marketing.
they had
Whoa.
no control over that guy jumping into the drive-through window to fight the guy over the sandwich.
No
They had
control over
no
the brothers who
control.
would buy all the sandwiches in the store and
Yeah.
stand up outside on the corner trying to sell them to people like
Right.
drug dealers.
So, all right. You work for a company and your company produces a sandwich which has this kind of uproar. How does the marketing team respond to that? Or do you just let it
High
go
fives all around.
Well, what I observed with some of their communications was they saw. I don't think they knew it was gonna happen. It was gonna be this big.
They just happened to create a very good sandwich.
Yeah. So when they saw things happening, how I saw that they responded was like, okay, yes, the sandwiches are done, but they're coming back. But hey, you know, we have our app. You can go and download our app because, you know, we'll give you alerts. So that's more apps.
The man them
More
going to
app
dropping it
downloads.
like Air Jordans, dog.
Yeah.
The man them going to drop it.
So
in,
now
in
people-
releases.
People are just eager. They're tuned into this brand. I mean, it's gonna die down eventually, but like I personally think they took marketing strategy for the year. Like I can't think of nobody else.
I saw you tweet that. That's why I asked. Why do you think it's the marketing strategy of the year?
because of the impact it had
But
globally.
do you think it was a plan?
How much money you think they put into that?
No, but do you
Not
think? But
much.
no, but
God,
do you
That's the
don't
funny
pay
thing.
nobody
That's
on
the
Twitter.
thing. Not much.
But do you think they actually thought it was going to be like, yeah, dog, this is going to ring off? Or was it like an organic
It was
thing
hope.
that
It was a
rang off?
hope that it would. As I say, I don't think that they expected the response that they got. They expected it, but it just worked. Sometimes you just throw a bone and it just
The
work.
them bite.
Yeah, it just work.
But what I want to know about that sandwich, is it the same sandwich we already have in
I
Jamaica?
don't think so,
I don't think so.
cause
Because if it's the same sandwich, I'm just
Then,
like, y'all
yeah,
niggas
I'm
just not used to
disappointed.
seasoning.
Yeah. I'm
No, I don't think
disappointed.
so. I don't think so because everyone who I've listened to through pods, because I'm a pod listener, they all mention it has a pickle crisp, and I'm like, okay, no.
We have pickles in ours. I wonder
No,
if them
no,
just
no,
don't
we
have
don't.
pickles in theirs.
We don't have pickles in our spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh no, that's true. But you can get it.
No,
Yes, you can.
not at Popeyes.
Yes, you can.
If-
Someone who has done it.
They've stopped doing pickles.
This guy.
So did they stop doing pickles here to carry it to America?
That's
And
when
then
them stop the pickles.
you can't get them anymore.
Since when?
I,
then? Fuck
I
with that.
asked yesterday.
Boycott Popeyes.
When did
Fuck her that. Bring back the pickles. What them name? God, what's his name? Bubble Bass. Bring back the fucking pickles, Bubble Bass. I know them under your fucking
Oh, when
tongue.
you hit them on the tongue. You fuck. Since we're on this, right? I was literally walking through my office the other day, and I heard some people talking about tick, 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 tick. And I heard people talking about how is it that like there's a new SpongeBob meme every day or every week.
Because there's
And-
10 years of, or 20
But-
years of content to go
But,
through.
but the conspiratorially mind marketing person yells from the back of the room, could you put a team to watch every episode and then find frames which can then be used in the pop culture, which keeps SpongeBob relevant?
That is probably what's happening.
Legitimately, do you
I mean,
have
dog,
like,
if you want to put on your foil hats.
Ka-chink. No, but come on. I mean, if you have,
This is
I'm
straying on the
sure
edge of conspiracy theory.
it is definitely. But as I was going to say, I was going to literally ask: do companies go that hard for like marketing?
The kids who watch SpongeBob aren't on Twitter seeing these memes.
Yeah, but there's a thing called nostalgia that
Right.
I believe is,
But you go and buy a SpongeBob product because you saw a meme?
no, but it keeps it. It's just nice to think back to the days you were watching it, and then you keep on retweeting, you keep on laughing,
still
you keep
turn
on
on
spreading
But
that
how
message.
does how
The
do,
new episodes
You know,
I
no,
don't get data, dog. I don't get
Hold
data.
on,
How,
but
how
no,
does
you want to
retweeting
go to watch
feed
it
to
on
dollars? I've always
Alright,
wondered.
so
that.
like
No, I'm mad dumb when it comes to this shit. So I'm sorry if it's a very silly question to ask.
no,
But I've always wondered, like, when you pay a person like a Kendall Jenner
mhm.
X amount of dollars for
How much should they get for Firefest? 2 mil?
No,
2.5?
250,
Or something.
250K
Or something.
per
Oh.
post or something like
for
that.
a post?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you gain from?
Just interaction.
But
Eyes. You
how
get
do you
eyes on your product.
How do you price eyes and interaction?
Well, I mean, it's always a gamble, but you also have to take out your bias and your perception, because you might say, okay, Kendall Jenner, if she ever posted a product, she would never influence me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you care to forget the other millions of people that she has an influence over, the people that go crazy for her, the people that if she drops something today, they're running to the store tomorrow because, hey, Kendall has that on, so I have to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they pay her
Right.
because
Of
for the
influence.
slaves.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Mhm.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. The people who look at social media stars and media
As-
I don't
stars
know.
and go,
and
yo,
again,
I just
aspiration.
want to wear everything them wear so I
Exactly.
can be like them.
it
Exactly.
makes sense to me, but I think my pretentiousness is showing. Just like how I hate the word creative.
Mm.
I don't get influencer. But when you said
They
that,
have literal influence.
but when you said that, she posted, and it might not have an influence on me,
Right.
but remove yourself from the situation.
Exactly.
And look at all the 16-year-old
millions of
American
people
girls
who like
who
literally,
want to be Kendall Jenner.
and then will
Right.
do whatever she says.
And
Oh, and then you. So, another question:
mhm.
how do you price a singular piece of engagement to come up with the 250,000 a post?
Well, I'm not that advanced in my profession yet.
Right.
Bro,
But
it's just-
I know that
Let's
it is possible. It
Let's
is
find out how
possible.
much followers Kendall has.
I sit on here all the time and I just like, when you're just thinking about, okay, what are the people doing to make money? And then you just look at it and you go, whoa, and
She
you
has a-
can't really narrow it down.
She has 115 million followers.
Ooh,
So you pay 250
Latvia.
grand
Apple
It's probably way more now.
to
influence 100
100
million people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, straight up.
That's
It's
cheap.
It's
cheap. What do you
just
think about
ratios and math.
fuck
Like,
it. She might be undervalued.
yeah. If she make a post,
100 million
even if
people.
they get 200,000 people from that
What's the
100, that's
population of
still a lot of
Jamaica?
money.
3 million.
Yeah, roughly.
That is insane.
Who has the most followers on Instagram? That's fine. Let's do the Googles.
I think Cristiano. Ronaldo, I believe.
Cristiano.
I could be
Cristiano
wrong.
has 150. Selena
no.
has 144. Ariana has 142.
Sheesh.
The Rock has 127. And Kim K has 124.
Sheesh.
Then Kylie at 123. Beyonce at 122.
Yeah.
So they
So,
Beyonce comes in at fucking 7.
question.
And think of the
See-
Beehive.
Carla, as a man who strive in your own path in like the marketing field
Right.
and this kind of stuff, do you pay attention to like any of that kind of thing where ooh, these numbers, those numbers, or are you just like
Shit, Cristiano is up at
doing my
181
thing.
now.
I'm doing my thing and it will, like I said to Bob, if I build it, they will come.
I mean, it's always good to focus on your path, your journey, but you still have to be mindful of all other factors happening around you. You can't, but it's just that you don't let it consume you, because if you do, you're just gonna be focusing all on them and less on yourself. But you have to watch the numbers, watch what people are doing,
See what going
Yeah,
on.
just go and observe. You don't have to react or anything, but just okay, all right, such and such is doing that, cool. Okay, back to what I'm doing now. What can I
And
do to
what-
improve?
What are you doing now currently?
All right, well, right now, so I'm out of the 9-to-5 life. I have started my own,
Goals.
took a risk and started my own creative agency called Digital Danes. So pretty much, but our main focus is on digital content. So we work with different brands, people, build personal brands, strategize with anyone, create content for people. That's pretty much our scope.
A personal brand.
Right.
I've always hated that term.
Why?
Because it feels pretentious,
Yes, it
doesn't
has
it?
such an air of pretentiousness.
Exactly. It's like creative.
Yeah, personal
it
brand.
does.
I am my own product that I will sell to you.
It does, but
But if you are,
if you don't push yourself, who will push you? You know, if you
I
don't
mean-
promote yourself, who will promote you?
I get you, but I just
You know what I mean?
it feels self-exploitative.
self-exploitative.
Yeah, well, that's where the world- that's
Selling
where the world
myself
is
to the
going.
masses.
That's where the world is going.
So who you want to sell yourself to, massa?
I don't want to sell myself at all, buddy. How about that?
You have
Well, you
to.
said that's where the world going. Like
Mhm.
people's like, it amazed me that like in South Korea, one of the biggest things socially, a social phenomenon is I think it named mukbang. People eating food.
But it means eating video.
Yeah, so they eat food
Actually, it's not-
really
it's-
loudly.
It's not even the biggest
Yeah.
thing
On video?
in South Korea anymore. It's stretched to the West. It's a
Yeah.
very viral
Yeah,
form
and
of media
ASMR.
here.
That shit weird to me.
People just watching people consume. It's literally eating video.
Mhm.
And
So
they
you
just
get
eat loudly.
So you get like an absurd amount of food,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and people watch it, and it's like
Yeah.
it's a
It's a
it's a thing.
In Britain, they have something called Gogglebox.
What?
Gogglebox, you pay for it. You get paid by Gogglebox if you want it in your house, and it sits on top of your TV and
I'm sure you don't
records
mean
your
like
coach.
Google.
No, Gogglebox. It watches your coach.
Watches your call.
So it watches you watch TV. And then people can subscribe to Gogglebox to watch people watch TV.
That's creepy. That is
What?
creepy.
So like you watch people watching like a football game just to see how they
Or
react.
Game of Thrones, or
Yeah, just anything. You watch people watch TV in them house. Gogglebox.
Nada.
That
and,
weird.
And that's the thing we have to be mindful of. You know,
Nada.
there are so many people in this world with so many interests and kinks and fetishes and all those things.
Right terms.
There is an
Kinks being
audience.
the operative word.
There's an audience for everybody who is pushing out something.
What the
Somebody
fuck?
get like the fact say, you know, you post feet pictures. Look at that market.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
we have a friend who we keep like we tell her that she needs to
Mm.
just make her money off of her.
Yeah.
thing.
It has
Like you
nothing-
might
it
as
just-
well.
Just if you have pretty feet, which
fuck
every
it.
time you post,
Your
gets
face not in the
thous-
picture.
gets thousands
And you're
of
making money.
retweets.
And you're making
Just
money
post
from
and
that.
make
Bro, I
OnlyFans
see her,
for
you know
feet.
what was weird to me the other day? She posted a picture of her nails on her hand, right? And I see a dog in the comments go, so where the foot them?
Boom.
And I was just like, yeah,
That's crazy.
Audience.
sell that shit. If you can monetize it, monetize it. Your face not in it. Nobody knows it's
Exactly.
you.
It's just
sell the
feet.
fucking foot pictures. Niggas out there paying hundreds of dollars for feet
I
pictures.
don't get it, but
It weird as fuck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it, but yo, do you
there's an
think?
audience out there.
If a person with an idea for like I'ma flip these feet pics but I need, you know, a marketer or a publicist or whatever approaches you.
Could you market somebody's
Could you
pics?
market someone's foot pics?
I don't. I'll never say no, but
Never let them say the Bamcast asks normal questions here.
I mean, it's possible. I'll just say that.
It's part of the personal
Yeah,
brand.
it's not impossible.
Can
Could
mar-
figure out some.
I mean,
some
there
ways.
are like legitimate hand models out there.
Yeah.
Like people who do products for TV commercials have to have pretty hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Who figured out that like hand modeling could be a thing? I
people would
blame
pay for anything.
I
brother.
blame
That's
Carlisle.
basically it.
I blame Carlisle and his folk. I blame Carlisle and his folk.
Finding a way to make us buy
Bro,
things.
if you can tell the right story, as Carlisle said earlier, you can sell
anything.
anything.
Alright, it's like salmon.
Anything.
Salmon. We know salmon to be that reddish, orange,
Yeah.
pinkish color.
I was going to say pink.
That fish gets that color in the wild when they swim back upstream to lay. They lot of blood pumping through them. They turn that color.
Right.
We don't have a lot of wild salmon anymore because we've overfished, destroyed the environment. Most of our salmon is farm raised. We dye the salmon that's farm raised pink because it's gray in the farm raised
with little pellets when
we
you feed
dye
them.
them pink
I don't know that.
so that it's appealing to our eyes
Right.
so that people will buy it.
And pay premium price.
Margarine used to be bright pink back in the day because
What?
the butter in America, the butter guys, the dairy people didn't want it to be directly
Associated with
comparable. They didn't want it. No, they didn't want margarine to come take over from real butter.
Oh.
So they're like, yo, people used to our yellow butter, so make this weird chemical thing pink, and maybe they won't buy it.
It's crazy.
What the hell?
Dog, the world, dog.
Is it-
Blue and pink used to be flipped in roles. Now blue is masculine, pink is feminine. Back in like before the 30s, it was the other way.
Pink used to be masculine?
Yeah.
Call me a bitch?
You don't know. You don't know that he's a bitch. That's the problem.
Is there any of these weird facts that like we call them Bob facts that Bob drops these knowledge on us? Are there any marketing things that the average person like might not know, or like you see through campaigns or just stuff going on where you go, huh, I see what you did there?
That subliminal shit.
All right, off the top of my head, I can think of, so like, for example, a shirt. You notice like sometimes there's a logo right here at the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why they put the logo right there?
No idea, because I can't see it.
So psychologically speaking, whenever you walk up behind somebody, you look them from head to toe. So when you're looking down,
You
you
see.
have to see
Okay.
the logo.
Word.
You see me?
It's like supermarket layouts.
Right, that too.
People turn right when they enter a supermarket. First, generally, majority of people
Oh
turn
my
God!
No, it's left. Isn't it sure it's not left?
Is left, is right.
It's right. Oh my God! I
No, it's right.
every time I enter the supermarket.
Most people, majority of the time, turn right when
Right.
they go into the supermarket.
Right.
So marketers know that right there, that's the first hit you get
Yeah.
off a customer.
What the hell?
And
And
just
then
like
you have impulse buys, the flashy products they
right,
put
so
at the cash
cakes,
register.
pastries will always be at the front. The chocolate bars, because by the
Why
time you
do I
reach the
turn
counter,
right every time?
it's a psychology and
And
marketing.
you're left-handed, so you can't even say it.
I
Yeah.
can't even do nothing.
You can't even say that. That's why. Look, marketers abuse like psychology
Yeah,
every day.
it's really psychology. Once you understand people, you understand marketing.
So, when you're in university, you had to do a bunch of psychology courses?
It was recommended. Isn't me? You could have do
Put
it,
that in the marketing.
but you could also do. I opted to do various things because I wanted to broaden my scope. I didn't want to limit
Be
myself to
well-rounded.
yeah. But I did do like probably 2 psychology courses.
That turning right thing blew my mind.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
and everything in the supermarket is lined. The aisles are lined in a way that catches your attention.
Also, if
everything.
you realize the product that a supermarket wants to push is at eye level, the things that
Yeah.
they don't want to sell is at
It's
the
at the-
ground.
and
you
at the
don't
top.
look down.
Yeah,
I have no idea what's at the ground.
I have- Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. I have noticed in the supermarket when they have a lot of things they want to get rid of, they'll like sausage. They'll put the grey sausage at the bottom because that sell easy anyway.
Yeah, and put the
like,
lower end brands
and Libby's
Yeah.
above it.
Miracle and all them.
Yeah,
something
just so
there.
that you see it and that's like, all right, fuck this.
or
is
if the things are gonna expire soon,
They push
they're all
them to
at
the front.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know why I started doing this. I think maybe my father or my mother pointed out. But whenever you're picking up something from the supermarket, just move the first 3
and get the one at the back.
Yeah.
Back.
Because that's how you
the
pack a
freshest
shelf.
one.
Yeah.
First
the freshest
And
one.
also, you know, sometimes they have combo, the pairings. So, free item when you
That's
buy
because
this,
the
that,
free one
because
about
it's
to expire probably.
exactly. So they just won't get them out.
Yeah. I wait for that shit. I get my cheese half price.
So are these strategies that you like advise people around to do, or do you? What them say? There's nothing new under the sun, so you just kind of remix everything.
Yeah. There's
people. There's people.
Yeah, once you
People
understand how
once you
people
understand
think,
people.
you
can exploit
conquer it.
them.
Yeah. And also, just like service-based businesses, once you identify, people are generally lazy. So once you identify something that you can do for them, you easily look at delivery service, look at couriers. You can't lose. Gas station, everything. Once you're providing a service, you
Think
can't
of
lose.
Japan, where they've broken down every aspect of a relationship to something you can buy. You can go to a cuddle cafe and hug someone for your lunch hour.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can go to a kitten cafe if you just want to have some cats.
A kitten cafe.
Yeah.
What?
There's like a robot one. There's a toilet cafe.
For what?
People-
You want to hug a toilet?
No, and you just want to be around toilet themed things.
Wow.
Why would you want to be around
Who are you
toilet?
asking?
You probably won't, but there are people
There
out there
are
that's their
people.
kinks.
What they have
That's
vending
what they
machines
like.
there that sell panties.
Yeah, that's
Used
what
to,
they like.
used to. They
No,
stopped.
no,
They
they
stopped
have
doing
one.
that.
They have ones with fresh panties. The
Oh yeah,
used
they
panties. thing
used to
doesn't
sell
exist
used
anymore.
panties. Yeah.
There's
Did
a
you
market
know?
for everything.
I had a friend who went to teach abroad or not
in
fuck it,
Japan.
in fucking Japan. She went to go teach in Japan, and like you know how in Jamaica if you skirt too short you get sent home.
Yeah,
Opposite. Skirt too long. Fuck you doing with this? Go home.
yeah, but that's because their culture is just all creepy businessmen.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you nuke a country 2 times, you can expect them to be kind of weird.
No, but that's how Japan has always been like that. You know, they're highly ritualized, highly standardized in the way they approach.
By the
life.
way, guys, we've broken half an hour, so we are into tangential lane.
always happens.
We're gonna ask Carlisle random questions going forward, of course. But you know, Bob's gonna drop some bombs on your moms. So anyway, as you were saying, Bob,
So,
creepy.
yeah. Creepy old business guy culture. People don't retire in Japanese culture. You die in the role. People don't get promoted
What do
until
you
there's
mean
a
you don't?
position above them.
Oh,
You don't get promoted until the man above you dies or
just
dies or leaves,
Oh.
which rarely happens.
that's crazy.
But so you'll have 30-year-old man in entry level positions, like 30 or like late 30s, 40-year-old been in an entry level position since them 20s, because the person above them don't did it. It's also accepted in Japanese work culture to sleep at your desk at work because it means you're exhausted from working so hard.
I'd appreciate that one.
Yeah, they have an inverted population column, population chart. There's a huge amount of old people and very little young people because the middle age keep working so much they're not fucking. Genuinely, also a problem they had in South Korea. South Korea sent home their people early on Wednesdays to go fuck. Genuine thing that happened.
Wait.
So
Wait,
I can
hold
see
on,
that
hold on.
happening,
Excuse me, miss. In
Yeah.
real life, that occurred.
yeah, because their
South
population,
Korea
the
sent
Asian
people
populations have inverted population thing. They have a huge, like the older ones. They're developing ones like Vietnam have a huge young population.
For those of you who don't know, a demographic population chart ideally should look kind of plump at the base, and it should like swell in the middle, and then get
tiny at
small the
top.
older you go. So it should look like a vase essentially.
So the base will support the top.
Right.
So what you're saying is that
Theirs
the
is
base
inverted.
is really
small.
tiny.
Yeah.
The middle
what
goes up, and
or
then the
in
old
like-
is real. So it's like a
No, what they
it's-
have is a very small, like
it's-
middle age.
It's like a rose vase.
Another thing, they have a small middle age as well in Japan because they have kids late in life because they're so dedicated to working. So you have a lot of old ass people with young kids.
So you pass on old traditions.
So eventually them going dead. These kids going be without parents by like
Yeah,
10
it's
or
gonna be
12.
a
They're
gap.
not going to really grow up with them parents.
Yeah.
So how are they going to mitigate the effects
And then
of that?
so exactly, and then now your workforce suffers because of that. You don't have enough people entering the workforce to replace the old people dying out.
So how do you mitigate the
Send people home to fuck. Increase your birth rate, increase immigration, decrease emigration. But Japan has always been a very
I should know when you're going to say things like that, you know.
No,
but
but
I'm not prepared. And
government policy. Go home early to fuck. Yeah. Yeah, but because what happened in those societies, you have a lot of people who are withdrawing from society. In Japan, you have the otaku, the man them who like in love with them anime wife, them waifu, and that's all them going to ever have, and that is who them live them life for.
The
And them
incels?
the incels basically. There's a lot of incel in those Asian cultures now because like them like in South Korea, you can be a professional video game player, you can go to university for video games. Them man they don't leave the house. There have been people in South Korea who died in internet cafes because them don't get up for 3-4 days straight. Them have a bottle in the pants. Them have bottles around them full of piss.
Shit.
What?
Just going on Cheetos and energy drinks.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, them man that
How?
take them
Why?
games
But-
serious, dog. Playing like StarCraft and shit.
This is one of those things the Carlisle said earlier. I'm not gonna understand.
Asia, dog.
Um,
I like looking at other parts of the world because it's just weird.
you just came from over that side of the world, right? You came from the east. How was your trip? How was your trip? You did.
Where were you?
Bali. Indonesia. Bali,
Indonesia.
Jakarta.
They're sinking.
Yeah.
They're
Then
sinking.
Too much people.
They're moving their capital.
Most
And
people will be
the
like,
air,
"Oh, that's a
the
lovely
air is
place."
so polluted.
Yep.
It's crazy. People have to walk with masks every day, even in Bali too, but
Dense
not as
population.
much.
But
Yeah.
Bali, that's the tourist spot, so
Yeah.
that's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, for the most part, it was pretty good.
Is it? It's the Mobi.
It's the
It's the Uchi?
Yeah,
The Negril. It's the Negril of Indonesia.
But Bali, I was in Ubud. It's a forest
You are where?
in Ubud. UBUD.
In our the Ubud, what the what?
I couldn't let that joke pass. So yeah, you were in Y for that,
Yeah.
and
They're there for 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
it wasn't a pop in and pop
I
out.
thought he just popped in.
No.
You-
I was there for a whole 2 months. Was for a creative residency. I had applied for, got through. It was great. Best trip ever.
I would imagine.
Whole heap of things, experiences, good and bad. Nearly get locked up too. Whole heap
Would have been
of things.
Jamaican if you didn't have that part of your
We
story.
need
Yeah.
that story. We always let
Whatever you
people
can,
lead.
whatever you can.
Yeah, because
say-
Whatever you can say without incriminating thyself. All of this is alleged.
no, there's no. It's not a criminal. No. It was just a misunderstanding. You know what I mean?
Yep. Every man in the jail said that.
So
What they misunderstand.
Alright, long and short is, as a Jamaican, you're only valid 30 days
Okay.
in Indonesia with your passport. So,
You don't need a visa?
no.
Oh, okay.
So I did my first. So if you want to get an additional time, you either apply for extended visa or you do what is called a visa run, which is going to another country and
then-
coming back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I went to Singapore after the first 28. Went to Singapore, coming back, spent a few days there, coming back. Immigration hold on to me, say, oh,
Where you go?
yeah, because like my return flight back home was like a day over the 30 days. So that they caused some red flags. Fast forward, them locked me up in a holding room because they were denying me entry and saying that they're gonna send me back.
Dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna send me back to No, they wanted to send me back to Singapore.
Okay.
Fast forward again, got in contact with the honorary consul for Jamaicans, who is an Indonesian, and man pulled some strings, called the Minister of Justice. Minister just said, "Oh, let go my youth."
Hold on, what?
Mm.
Ministers
Big
got
links.
involved?
Yeah.
Heavy.
It was a whole
Cuban.
thing. Yeah, it felt like a movie. So that's how I ended up going to Jakarta, because I had to go to thank him. So I went to his house, had dinner and talk, and gave him some Jamaican coffee. And
So you work for the feds?
So you're a diplomat.
I'm hoping, aspiring to be.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind.
What is a diplomat? Okay, la, before anyone answers.
The face
before
of the
anyone answers,
country.
before anyone answers. I know what a diplomat is.
Right.
What's
It's
a
a type
diplomat?
of cookie in
Like-
Australia.
What's your job as a diplomat? I've always wondered that.
Well,
To market the
yeah,
country.
what I get is just representing where you come from, and you're able to just move through borders with no issues. You know, but it's not a role that you abuse. You know, if you don't need to use a diplomacy, you don't use it.
So you could never be one.
Me, I could never be a diplomat. I'm not diplomatic, you know. Like I'd be like, I get what you're saying, I hear you, but no.
Yeah.
This is what I said, and it either go this way or it don't go.
Don't worry, you could be the diplomat of my country.
No, when I take over Jamaica, bro, don't worry.
When I take over
Got this. I mean, shh.
So how long?
Not me.
How long for you?
You won't know, cause I plan to have a face to do it. So I'll
Oh, you're
just
gonna be the.
pulling the strings on the back.
Ah,
You gonna be the shadow government.
There you go.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
that was
You
in a
never
Batman thing. With
Yeah.
the owl
Just give
thing.
me. Let me see. This
Batman
one.
and the Court of the Owls.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Big movie, dog.
2050.
Big movie.
Bad.
Big
2050.
movie.
Look out for that shit.
2050.
No, how about-
Shit.
No.
I thought you wanted to run away to the bush.
That's what was waiting.
That's a part of the
when
plan.
I come
Yeah,
back
see?
from the bushes, brother, with the bushmen in tow.
With the bushmen in tow. You
What you
can,
mean?
you can come back with the mountain men.
What you mean? So maroon a run down in from the hills, brother. What you mean? What you mean when I go away and start my little commune in the
Yo,
in the interior?
Carl, what's the weirdest thing you have seen currently for the year of 2019 in the marketing space? Globally. Because, you know, like pop culture, as they say.
It's weird.
Pop.
You did see the Cristiano Ronaldo ad with him dancing and singing? Y'all niggas need to see that. That shit.
Don't play it. Don't play it.
I'm not
play
gonna
it.
play it, but
after.
that shit horrible.
So that shit. That shit's.
And I'm just like, man, them take
Yes.
one of the most famous people on the planet.
I don't look from a local standpoint. Why? Well, one thing that pops out in my mind was when Pulse did that thing in Halfway Tree with the models where they were
In the road?
Yeah, they're in the road,
Yeah.
lying down at the pedestrian,
I-
exposing.
I never looked into what that was. Could someone explain to me what that was? I just saw a girl lie down on the road in public on a
yeah, they were
on
posing.
a crosswalk, and I was just like, no, but honey,
Yeah,
you go and get things. Get
broad
up. Get
daylight,
up. Like,
you know what I mean?
Like, a man gonna run over your rat.
hold on, people. I thought it was one person. People.
No, it
were
was
in
more than one. It was
I thought it was just the one girl.
No, one was like the one that you guys see on the ground, then there was another one over the other side of the road, and then photographers were there. Everyone was taking to.
And what was that for?
It was I think it was a challenge for their fashion show, the Caribbean Model Search show that comes on TV. So yeah,
Me nah lay down pa halfway tree.
I mean, if you want to be the next top model, you have to do weird things like that, you know.
Sorry.
International wise, I think we talk about 30 Popeyes, man. I can't
Is
think
that
of nothing
slappy
else.
differently
They leveraged
Yeah.
Black Twitter.
Yo,
from.
no, it's serious. No, it's, I don't think you can understand. It's serious, you know.
$25.4 million equivalency in advertisement revenue in a dog from
Serious.
from retweeting a chicken
It's
sandwich.
serious.
Yeah.
Like other chains started jumping in on it, and you know, like Wendy's is generally
there are
the
things
most
to be said about
savage.
black people and chicken, but
I mean, we're not gonna do that though, Bob, because the white
and
people
who knows?
helped.
Maybe that's what they were they
That's
were
what they were
capitalizing
banking on,
on. Yeah, they were hoping that
that's
Yeah.
what they're banking
you know the fried chicken thing go.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear the conspiracy theory on the Popeyes chicken?
Run it.
They did that shit
They
to
sold
dis-
it to the Nyakas.
No, they did that shit to distract you from the fact that the Amazon's on fire.
Straight, which it
As
is.
soon as black people
Amazon
started
is
getting
on
upset,
fire.
hold on. Soon as
Jair
black people started
Bolsonaro's
getting
an
upset,
asshole.
Bob, hold on. Soon as people started getting
Him
upset
shoulda
and
get
like
stabbed
generally
properly.
like you started having people going, "Yo, the Amazon dog, what you guys doing about this shit, nigga? Here's some chicken," and it worked.
Here's
That's
some
the
chicken,
that's
Nyakas.
the conspiracy theory with the
Here's some
Popeyes.
chicken, little
don't know
Nyakas.
about
I'm a man who always looks for like the funny.
yeah, there's
the
always
funny
a
way.
reason, right?
There's always a funny take if you look for it, right? And that's the current funny take. They use the Popeyes chicken to distract you from the fact that the Earth's lungs are on fire.
No, they set the Amazon on fire to distract you from Epstein and the pedophile.
Yeah,
ring.
but the Amazon is just one place though, so why everybody making it sound like it's the whole
Connect
world?
dots.
Huh?
No, the Amazon
It's
is the
one
whole
place.
world.
No,
It's
the
the planet's lungs.
Yeah, the Amazon legitimately
Yeah, so
has
them
the
say.
big.
It generates 20% of the planet's oxygen.
Yeah.
Burn that shit down and then what?
I mean,
Suffocate?
I mean, we already fucked,
Yeah.
in we.
We're-
Yeah, but don't like blatantly fuck it more.
Fornicate with us more.
Yeah, don't blatantly like do it in my face.
Is it at least pretend? At least pretend there's consent.
I'm gonna there's steps to how fucked up this Amazon thing is, you know, brother. Like level 1, Jair Bolsonaro,
connect the dots.
the president. He's advocating for more exploitation of the Amazon. Because he said there's a lot of natural resources there they're not using. Why the fuck we must just leave these trees and let them be? It's like, bro, leave the trees.
We need to breathe. We need to breathe.
Can't you see it is destroying the environment? But yes, Bolsonaro is fully about burning down everything, right? Literally this year, this year to date, versus last year, the amount of environmental fines in Brazil has dropped by 66%. Only a third of what was levied last year has been levied since Bolsonaro been in power. Boom. First thing. Him now say he's a very big advocate of exploiting Amazon. So people believe that it's just the fact that the president of the country say, yo, fuck it up, I don't care. Everybody's going to go, all right, the president say, yo, him don't care, so I'm just going to go fuck it up.
Yeah, I read somewhere that he didn't accept money from France, I think,
that's
because
the next step.
Apparently they must have this something.
France, you mean if them this?
Yeah.
Man. All right. So this is the one time I've ever agreed with Jair Bolsonaro. The man said they're moving like them have a colonialist mindset and moving like Brazil is one of them colonies. How them for come down here and talk about food thing like that. That's not the part that I agree with him. The part is that them this when them give him them offer $20 million to fight the fires in the Amazon. Right? A bunch of European countries, including France, came together to offer 20 million.
That's nothing.
Boss Baby cost $100 million to make. And each episode of Game of Thrones cost how much money?
$10 million.
All right, and they had eight. They had 8 in the last season.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is 80 million.
Yeah,
And
man, the joke thing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the joke thing that.
This. So suck on yourself. But Bolsonaro he's only going to fight the fires because of international pressure, because it might make him look bad. I tell you, when he got stabbed in a campaign rally before him get elected, brother never do it right. This is a man who on news in parliament, I think him said to one of the female ministers, say, yo, I wouldn't even rape you because you wouldn't deserve it.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he said to a reporter, say, you're not pretty enough to be raped.
So she wouldn't understand.
And he's still
the man is the president.
Yeah.
These things came to light before he was elected. They knew about this.
I mean, there's Trump, so why surprised?
No, he's Brazil's Trump. That's what them call him. Him justice minister. I was reading the other day, brother. Him justice minister put police snipers in helicopters and flying them around the favelas when them going in on them raids.
What?
So before it used to be just the police on the ground, them guns, them armored vehicles, whatever. When them go raid a favela, the man has snipers on the helicopter shooting people.
It's on a helicopter, so the base won't be as still. But Jesus,
brother,
it's fucking ridiculous.
And when
they
don't
every
track
time
police
you come and tell me some
Brazil
stuff
anymore.
about the world, I always go,
Jamaica, the best place to live in, brother.
Bruh,
nothing blows up here.
I know we have our problems.
Hurricanes.
I know we have a lot of crime. I know there's a lot of issues.
When people shoot
on.
people here, it's like 1 or 2. They just had a mass shooting a couple hours ago in America.
Another one?
Yes.
Where?
In Texas. A man stole a mail truck and just started driving and shooting people.
I think it was 2 groups of them.
What?
Across 2 cities. 5 people dead, 20 are injured.
Today's Saturday the 31st. There was one...
I saw the tweet earlier.
Maybe 2-3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Someone stole a mail truck?
And went driving and shooting people randomly.
I don't know. People won't live in the States, you know, dog.
I couldn't.
Brother, my sister...
I'll go to visit and shop.
My sister is abroad at school, and I was talking to her the other day, and she had an assembly, like, a drill, where they were talking to them about, what to do if there's an earthquake, what to do if there's a fire, this is what to do if there's a school shooter. And I remember thinking, dog, what the fuck kind of world we're living in? Where you send your picnic them, because as far as I'm concerned, my little sister's my child. You send it to school. And then my friend tell her about, in case a nigga pull up and just start wheel off, this is what you do.
But they're also training the niggas who go and pull up and wheel off.
Exactly, because you're still telling them what they need, what they can do, because you don't know who's going to be the shooter.
I'm so happy I talked to Tina about that before I saw that Chappelle special, because I would have been extra paranoid.
It's the easiest easiest thing to do in an active shooter situation. What do you do? Run away from the gunshot.
But apparently, like one of the things that they do is you walk in at school and you fucking slam the fire alarm. You're supposed to like dip out. So you dip out into the hall, stand at the top of the hall, slam the fire alarm. Everyone pours out because you're going to the exit.
You have a straight line to just shoot.
Everything went up.
Like, what the fuck?
So if that happens, don't go towards.
But that's after the first set mode, though.
Don't be the first. Be slow. Pack your bags before you run out.
I don't think you get a choice in this one.
Brother, the man them out there sell bulletproof school bag.
What?
Yes. They have bulletproof school
What
bags.
kind of world you living in where that's okay?
Exactly. You can't carry gun go school, but your bag can be
United
bulletproof.
States of America.
Freedom. Landed free. Home of the brave.
2 A's, 3 K's in America. Exactly.
Now say a word. Jamaica.
Best place in the world if you have money. No, hands down. Best place in the world if you have
big
money.
Facts.
Isn't everywhere dope if you have money?
No, America wouldn't be dope.
You still have to watch your head back. Yeah, you still have to watch your head back.
Yeah, you still have
Didn't they shoot up a rapper T Grizzy or something like that
Grizzly.
on the highway?
Yeah, his sister.
No,
aunt, brother.
His
Him aunt is who them shelled. He's the manager, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I saw a
The
video.
with
Academics
the
post a
them-
video.
Man, them have the gun load up ready on the
man, they
highway.
have like 4 or 6 black suburban follow him now with bodyguard.
And in that same country, because
That's
I
a man with money.
I saw a video earlier on. There's a white man. He was in the bar on him phone. Not a
Oh,
young,
yeah, I saw
he's like, not a young man,
Man,
not
it's
a
casual.
not an old man. It's like clearly middle-aged man,
Yeah.
and the man just had enough of life's fuckery.
Yeah,
Man's
the man-
on his
the
phone, and a
tried
man
grab the
walking with
phone.
a cane, a dog with a stick,
Yeah.
and the man push it and say, "Yo, give me your phone," and
Man
reach for the
grab
phone,
man
and the
say,
man
"Yo,
just like, "Give me
what
this
you do?"
shit," and just lights his cigar.
Man light a cigar
The man
and just go
robs.
hold it.
The man robs everybody else. Points the stick at him again, and the man just like, "Dog, shoot me if you
Yeah,
shoot
for
me."
doing a brother
And
car
goes back
right now.
and just goes back to ESPN, dog. I'm just like, yo,
That man had a hard day.
fam,
Yeah.
that man had a hard life.
It's like I remember a video, a brother, some Latin country holding up a person at the ATM, and them him have on a bicycle helmet, and like him there they hold up the person, and somebody's just walking through, and the man turn around and point the gun at the first person, and that blood clot, and just push it out of the way and keep walking. Man, just turn back to the person he was originally robbing. Man, said, I don't have time for that shit. Give me your money. That dog there, him feel life hard. Like,
The man roll up on him with
No, I've
the
nothing
AK.
for lose.
And the man tried to take the phone.
That's some
and the
black
man-
Air Force shit,
brother,
bro.
The man take the phone back from the brother with the AK, and you saw the AK kind of drop because the man was like, "What I don't know."
Yeah, man, so what the fuck?
Man's like, I pulled the gun. It in him side.
With the everything
If
right.
not,
Why?
I checked all the boxes.
Why I can't rub this now? All right, leave him alone. Rub everybody else.
That's what he did.
Come back to him. You sure you're not gonna make me rob you?
I said, fuck off. I light him cigar.
Yeah, that's all right. Cool. That's man who been in war, you know, man.
The same out there. I heard that a lady she had her bag open and she walk, and a guy was picking her pocket or picking her bag, and she just turned and say, "If you choose to rob me, you're not an ambition."
Bumbo.
And the man just laugh and walk off.
Yeah.
Cause it's like,
Bro, it's like, alright, we're
That's
gonna
it.
conceal identity. It's like Mrs. S up the road.
Mm-hmm.
That is a woman who's lived long enough where she just don't care. Why you in her space? Remember when the man they tried broke into her basement level?
Shut
And
that.
fam,
I left it at the
fam.
window.
Old woman in dog. She's in her 90s. Her husband not there. You know what I mean? She in her room. She heard noise. She look out her window, and there's a man work open the window, dog, and like he might try climbing through the basement. And she just lean out the top floor with the shotgun on Lego too. And then call the police and say someone tried to break in
Come take out that.
and just lie down in the bed. Someone tried to break in and continued watching her show. Man dead upon her window in the dog. She just leaned
Wow.
out. Skloosh. There is a certain level of
No
No
fucks
fucks
when you
given?
get old.
when
that
you
old people
there, done that.
alone can give.
Yeah, what you going to beat them?
We going to lock them up?
Yeah,
she don't have
fun.
nothing for lose right now.
Bro, at 90, brother, every day
Yeah.
is borrowed.
Well, how much are you promised? 310.
Yeah, 70.
So when you reach
By the Christian
92,
Bible.
when you reach 92, you know you're living
There are
on
probably
like
other
more
books
than-
out there who promise you different amounts. than
Come
that.
on, dog. Man used to live to 300.
Methuselah was 900. Fucking mean. Methuselah was over 900, man. That's why people said that he'll all like Methuselah. What you mean the Christian Bible again, kids? Different books might have different things. There might be older people out there.
You never know.
I don't know. So it fuck up. Methuselah the drowning of the flood. Fuck, imagine you live to 900 and God say, yo, fuck everything, and you just in the everything. Fuck off. Was Methuselah before or after the flood? Someone check the book for me.
We're not checking it.
Go back to the reference.
Someone leave it in the comments. Call to action. Leave it in the comments. Let us know. Fam, when editing the episode last week in Bob, and you were talking, not that when that we live in the eye of a blue-eyed giant named Mutombo.
That's my favorite one. I like that explanation. Where we come from? There's this blue-eyed giant
named Mutombo. We live in his eye. I mean, isn't there an Eastern concept where like the universe started when a lotus flower?
Yeah, the Chinese. Yeah, there's something from nothing. Most religions come with the same thing. Something from nothing. Theirs is just the lotus flower bloom, and inside of that bloom was existence.
Is that crazier than the Big Bang?
No. The Big Bang is the same thing. Something from nothing. Everything is just an explanation of how you get something from nothing, because we don't know what existed before this.
Yeah, nobody can explain.
So we assume that before this, there was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So for the nothing to become something, either there was a Big Bang, or God snap him finger, or the lotus flower bloom, or Mutombo open him eye.
Something.
Whichever one.
You know, I got in trouble at Morelands one time.
It's a Bible camp.
Yeah, I was.
What do you expect?
I know, I
can't question the good book.
Bro, I was 14. It was an absent-minded question.
Absent. You weren't even thinking about it.
Fam,
you see how easy it is to question these things?
I want to go play football. And it was just an absent-minded question. Yo, so where God come from?
Bombo.
How dare I ask that question?
From his parents, who loved each other very much.
And a stork came with him.
Stork dropped
Where did that story come from, Bob?
Hugged.
Where did the stork concept?
Just ways we lie to children. Like tell them about that there's God, and if you do bad things, I'm going to fuck you up.
You know, I was hoping you'd say Santa Claus.
No, but Santa Claus was a real guy.
What about Krampus?
Saint Nicholas.
What about
Krampus is a mythological figure, so wasn't a real guy.
Which one you going to tell your kid about? Santa or Krampus?
Me? I mean, they'll learn about Santa. I'm not going to be that guy, but Santa is purely commercial.
So you going to tell them about
Santa? Santa has no religious base.
For those, I'm sorry, who don't know what Krampus is essentially the anti-Santa.
Yeah, he beats the bad kids.
Yeah.
I rate him. He's my nigga. Him carry, him have a quiver full of birch branches that him carry on him back. I'm go around and whip the fucking bad kids. Him will give you a coal in your sock, and him will take you away if you're really bad. I mean, don't fuck around. Krampus will come get your ass. But if you're nice, St. Nicholas will come bring you tough. But St. Nicholas was a real guy.
Bob said the man walk through with a bag of switch.
Yeah, the bag of switch. So what you want? Fuck with you. Yeah. So your mother tell you should have got your bed and you never got your bed. Yeah. But there's a lot of mythological figures that punish kids. They have ones in Asia where if you're bad, them just gonna come take you away. Plain and simple. There's actually a demon in Japanese culture that is based in a dirty bathroom. And I know that was some shit some parent told the kid and it just got way out of control.
Selenia. The pickle that will come and kill you and kill your family if you don't finish all the food in your plate.
Yeah. Just lies parents tell the kid.
Parents wicked, man.
Man, never say eat all the food in your plate or a pickle will come kill we.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. I bet you fucking eat the food.
Of course. You know what your family
and the
did.
only existence you know is what your parents tell you, so. If them say, so it go. Which is what I feel like some kid went to their parents long ago and said, yo, where we come from? And them go, Ras, I don't know. But I can't make the pitney know that I don't know, because then I'm going to look like a fool. I said, all right, first there was nothing, right? And then there was this guy, and them goes, so boom, and then everything come up. Yeah. But it takes 7 days. Because, we still have to humanize the experience so that we can relate to it.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm over here chilling, is all I'm saying, all right? When the lightning come clapping through the stairs.
Who went to Zeus? Thor. I prefer Thor.
Like a duck.
Which one of the gods? What pantheon we're working with? I need to learn the African ones.
Yo, someone tweeted the other day, while we're on this topic,
Odins.
And we're gonna wrap up right now. Why is it that we find Greek mythology so much more digestible than African
'Cause it's
religion.
in pop culture, and the white man suppressed everything of African history when he took over. That's why
Like,
we don't
you need to
learn-
like build up to the answers to questions
that
and
is
not
the
just
answer.
stomp them out.
Well, that's the answer, bud. Like, all right. The story of Jesus is a ripoff of Ra from Egyptian mythology. Sorry, I shouldn't say mythology. From the Egyptian pantheon. And that's something you can go do your Googles on and see it real. It's just the one them just change it to relate to modern times. Tell you.
Fair.
As Carlyle says, just be you. Do your thing.
Yeah.
That's a great place to end the pod. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. This has been the Bamcast, as always. Thank you to California Apparel for the support. Thank you to Boomjar Physics for the intro and outro song. Thank you to Prismatic Verse for the sequence, if you're watching, which you guys should be by now. And Strawhouse JA, you don't know they are the way. Bob just counted it off and I saw him out the corner of my eye. Made sure I missed nothing. Thank you to our guest, Carlisle. Thank you for following
Give
on the pod,
thanks.
bro.
Where can they
Thanks.
find you on the Twitter?
Drop your knowledge right there. It'll be
At
in the
Carlisle Grant on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. At Carlisle Grant, CARLYLE.
all that stuff will be in the description as always, guys. Thank you for the faithful co-host Bobby B.
We're going to tell them about the podcast network again.
Yo, we are part of the Jamaica Podcast Network. Shout out to that. Check out the JamaicaPodcastNetwork.com. Coming up soon for more podcasts from our great friends, right, guys?
Straight.
Liddy.
And next chat coming back.
Next chat's recorded
Yeah, big up
today.
Next Chat.
Episodes drop tomorrow. Dropping bombs on your moms.
Fuck them car lines.
Don't know, guys. Thank you.
Peace out. Word to your mothers, respectively.